it's a fine evening and I warmly welcome you to the sports segment of the news. My name is Kati Caesar. Let's begin in the camp of Ghana Coastal boy Christian Atsu, as the Everton boss Roberto Martinez has praised the efforts of the winger after his second half performance saved Everton from an embarrassing home loss to bottom side Leicester City. Atsu's introduction in the 55th minute changed the tide of the game, and he provided the cross from which Romelu Lukaku's header deflected off Matthew Absence for a late equalizer at the Goodison Park. I think the introduction of Darren Gibson and Christian Atsu gave us a completely different dynamic, and they were very energetic, added Martinez. Christian, with his low balance, got into some really good positions, and Darren's exceptionally passing ability, both short and long, made the pitch very big and allowed the wingers to get into some one-on-one situations. When those two come on, we looked really at ease in terms of trying to score goals. Romelu had two good opportunities, and then obviously we scored and managed to get the equalizer. Overall, we wanted the 3 points, but I'm delighted we managed to rescue a point, because Leicester City are fighting for their lives, and it's very difficult to come back from going behind and that late game. And so that was it with Christian Atsu. They're coming on and then making exploits for Everton and that game. Let us move on to the next story, and it's about the Egyptian sports minister, as the Egyptian team or the Egyptian country has withdrawn from hosting the AFCON 2017 and have decided to throw its weight behind Algeria against Ghana's bid. The decision came 2 weeks following the death of 20 Zamalek supporters after police used tear gas to disperse crowds attempting to enter Cairo's Air Defense Stadium ahead of a Premier League match with ENPPI. The nation's top-tier competition has since been suspended, and the cabinet, which was due to decide on the matter last Wednesday, opted to put discussions on the future of the Premier League on hold to focus more on pressing issues such as the country's airstrikes on Islamic State group in Libya after 20 Egyptian Christians were beheaded by the militants. Security issues have been paired with football in the country for the last 3 years, since February 2012, when 72 Al-Ahly fans were killed after being attacked by rivals Al Masr and the Port Said Stadium. Beside Algeria, Gabon, Kenya, Sudan, Zimbabwe and Ghana are also bidding to host the 2017 AFCON that was earlier supposed to be held in security-troubled Libya. The host will be unveiled by the Confederation of African Football on the 8th of April. Egypt has organized the Cup of Nations 4 times, winning 3 of those tournaments in 59, 86 and 2006, and finished third in 74 as host nation. Moving on to some tennis now. The Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championship is still ongoing. Actually, it started today with the likes of Roger Federer, who is the top seed for the tournament, beginning their tournament style. And there were a string of very impressive results in the tournament. But I have highlights of the day 1 of the Dubai Duty-Free tournament.
Roger Federer returned to action on Monday, a first outing since he crashed out in the 3rd round of the Australian Open. His first round opponent in the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships was Mikhail Yuzhny, who was looking for a first victory over the world number 2 in 17 attempts. The opening exchanges were evenly matched, but at 3-all, Federer secured a break on the Russian's serve. He broke the world number 55 again to wrap up the first set 6-3 in just over half an hour. It was one-way traffic in the second set. The second seed raced into a 3-love lead and never looked back. Yuzhny was able to hold his serve just once as Federer served out the match 6-3, 6-1 in just 56 minutes. Much was expected of Ernest Gulbis following his victory over Roger Federer in the quarterfinals at Roland Garros in 2014. However, he's won just 9 matches since then and is without a victory from 4 outings this year. He was hoping to open his account against Denis Istomin on Monday in the first round of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. He broke his opponent en route to a 4-1 lead in the first set, but let that slip. He was broken twice as Istomin got matters back on serve before closing out the first set 7-5 in 1 hour and 8 minutes. The 5th seed's woes continued in the second. He was broken in the 1st and 7th games as the world number 65 took control of proceedings. Despite being ranked some 51 places below his opponent, Esterman closed out the match 7-5, 6-2 to collect a first ever victory over the Latvian.
All right, that does it for the sports segment of the news. My name is Kati Caesar. Ajua and Niablo have more news for you.